day 64. So I wanted to come on live today, obviously, as part of my day 365 days of live. And I know I have been really quiet on my stories and even in my posts for the past, basically mainly yesterday and today. And I'm just going to explain on here why, just because I do honor of like this 365 day live. But there are times when there are currently certain things that are happening in my life. And sometimes, yes, I will still share everything on stories and posts. And then there's other times where I feel called to take a step back. And it's not so much that I don't want to show up. I do, but I'm honoring myself and like where I'm at in my energy too. And so there has been just a lot of things popping up between, my roommate situation, my housing, and having to deal with the level of bitterness with what's happening there. And so I'm like doing kind of like navigating through that. And the good thing is that ever since I made my intention on Monday, I am going to check out a place on Friday for the month of April. And so if that works out, I will be out of Yuki actually, and out of the current place and be somewhere else in Tofino, and not having to deal with the current roommate situation, which is good. So I'm really excited of that. I'm excited. I am really grateful for the universe for working fast and saying this is my intention. And literally the next day, universe is oh, here. So we will see what happens with that, but I am excited and I do really hope it works out. I am going to meet the person, just make sure that we mesh well. And then that brings me back into Tofino, closer to my next place, where I want to be, and so that's good. And then in other news, so as I am navigating the good and the high, then there's I'm also navigating the lows right now. And this week has been a very interesting week. I know 2 people who have passed. One person that I was not super close with, but I did know them. And so I just wished well to my friend and her family for that. But it's someone that I still knew. And then there was another person who passed who was actually in town, in Tofino, well-known local. And, she passed in a way that wasn't the greatest. And she was a lovely, lovely human that, she would come to the food bank that I've spoken to, knew her, had many conversations with her. And so it is kind of weird that she's gone and that she left at a young age. She's my age. And so it's sad. And the memorial was today, and so I'm kind of navigating through those emotions because I actually did know her, and it's been a while for me for someone who has passed that I know well. So years, I think the last time was my grandfather, and that was definitely way over 6-7 years ago. So it's a little weird when there's someone close passing away, and with death, everybody deals with it in their own way, and I deal with it in my way. And for me, when it first happens, it's kind of this surreal thing I have not fully processed, and then normally it hits me later on. And so so kind of that's why I've been a little quiet, because I'm trying to navigate that and how I'm feeling about that. And also the fast pace of the movement in terms of my housing, because it was literally okay, I'm done, I don't want to be here anymore. And you're just okay, here, this place that you can move in basically right away. And it's okay, message that person. And it was just really fast paced. And so so there's just a lot of collapsing timelines happening, but then also dealing with death and loss. And so it's a very weird time for me this week. And coincidentally, this week also is when I took a break with my 2 clients. I took a week off, which we do take a week off, and then we're resuming this week, and coincidentally this was the week that we took off. So I think it was all in divine timing. And yeah, so I don't know how long I'll be quiet in my stories and my posts, but I just wanted to come on here and explain that. I will still see you tomorrow for 365 days live, and talk about something, who knows whatever my heart feels like talking about. And yeah, honoring myself, honoring my energy. And I want to send you all lots and lots of love. And yeah, that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. So thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.